What's happening, my fellow ghouls and ghoulettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today it's me geeking out over some behind the scenes photos from Halloween Ends. So the film has been out for a couple of days now in cinemas and Peacock, and now crew members are starting to post some behind the scenes pictures. So I've actually been talking with legendary makeup effects artist Mr. Christopher Nelson. He said he's going to start to trickle out some photos over the coming days. I said to him, I'm very eager to see that cutting torch dummy. I want to see what the hell that thing was made of. But specifically today, I just want to touch on the makeup design of Michael Myers that was applied to James Courtney, as well as some good coveralls reference and the coverall blueprints, I guess you could say, that were shared by costume designer Emily Gunshaw. Now, in the thumbnail, you see I've got the spoiler alert sign over James Courtney's face. That's going to be up for a couple of days, and I'm just going to let the film sink in a bit over the next couple of days, and then I'm going to swap out the thumbnail without that spoiler alert. So I don't want you to think I'm trying to be clickbaity or anything. It's just more or less being respectful to people that may not have seen the film just yet. But again, I'm going to give it a couple of days and then swap the thumbnail out so you can see his face, because as soon as I saw the makeup design in the film, and I'm going to go over some screenshots from the film, I was in love with it. I thought it was just so well done. And then now seeing this behind the scenes shot of James Courtney with Andy Matichek's stunt double, oh, it's so good. The attention to detail is great. Plus, we're going to go over a nice behind the scenes photo of the coveralls. It could be great reference to anyone that needs some good reference for the weathering of their coveralls for their Halloween Ends cosplay. So the first real glimpse that we get of the makeup in the film is when Corey goes through the tunnel to acquire the mask from Michael with a good old-fashioned pushing fight. I'm not a fan of this particular scene, but we do get a nice glimpse of the makeup when Michael sits back up and tilts his head, and we can see the long wispy hairs. And I didn't even think of that he would have long wispy hair, a long wispy beard. Obviously it's been 4 years, but you never really think about what's going on under there. You just see the mask in all its glory. But the attention to detail that Christopher Nelson, Vincent Van Dyke, and the entire makeup crew have put into this is remarkable. So it's one of those blink and you miss it moments, but the next real glimpse we get of the makeup is when Laurie takes Michael's mask off when he's pinned down on the kitchen bench right before she slits his throat and she's hovering the knife blade over his face. You see like boils and everything where the healed, and I put in quotations, healed, because there is no way that this is properly healed. His hand hasn't properly healed. Like the infections would be ridiculous, and that's why there's like boils and just pus-filled things going on within his face. And obviously there's no hair on this side where a beard should be because he's been burned. It's just closed up where hair would grow. So I understand that. It's great. And it's a thinned out, wispy old beard and just old long hair. So then we've got this beautiful behind the scenes photo of James Courtney without his mask and Andy Matichek's stunt double. And this is a great glimpse of the makeup. It doesn't help that he's smiling. He's just so happy to be there, and it's just typical James Courtney fashion. But I just love this. It's great reference as well for the coveralls, and also just the gnarly look of the healed up hand. Now granted, this photo has been compressed a little bit from multiple saves and whatnot, so God, I'd love to see the original photo in all its glory. Look, you watch. I'm going to post this video, and then Christopher Nelson and co are going to start posting up all high-res, behind-the-scenes turnarounds of James Courtney in the makeup. But I'm just geeking out over this. I just want to show you guys and talk about it, and also some nice reference for the coveralls. So his hair's all thinned, it's long, and just the burns, the boils, everything is just beautiful. Like the fact that he wears a mask for most of the time we see him on screen, even though it's not much at all, the attention to detail is remarkable. And I think because they had that beautifully lit close-up shot of when Laurie's hovering the blade over his face, they had to have the details there with those boils and whatnot. So here's a really cool photo that costume designer Emily Gunshaw shared on her Instagram. It's the designs of the coveralls. So we see right here, we've got all the markings, even got the pitchfork markings at the back. So they're trying to follow the continuity from 2018, Kills, and obviously Ends. But it's cool, she's got written up the top, bold, mold. So hopefully this is good reference for anyone that's wanting to weather their coveralls, to make them look all disgusting, moldy. So it's really cool. I've never seen anything like this before when it comes to the costume designs of the Halloween films, and it's cool that they've just taken the time to include the continuity of the previous two films. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is from Emily's Instagram or someone else posted it. I just found the photo like this, but it's a cool shot of James Courtney, and I'm not sure if that is Emily. I could be wrong, or someone could tell me in the comments, but again, great reference for the coveralls, especially the fact that there's mold on the other shoulder, not just the burns, but there's a lot of mold going on the right shoulder. We've got a lot of dried up blood on those bullet holes. It looks great. It looks as if the mold has like dripped down, and it's like dripping down from the bottom of the breast pocket down to the waistband. The more I look at James Hugh Courtney's look of Michael in Ends, I'm like, oh, do I still like Kills as my favorite, or is Ends gonna take that spot? Because the continuity, the attention to detail is amazing, and you can just smell the photo. It looks like he'd stink. If I were playing Michael and I looked like that, I'd just be spraying myself with cologne so people wouldn't be standoffish and be like, I don't want to get near him, he looks like he stinks. I must say though, the first thing I thought when I saw this photo of James Hugh Courtney and Andy Matichek's stunt double, I'm like, he's got like the Amish beard going on there. It's just like all down here. But again, like he just would have lost so much hair. He's been burnt, and like hair can't grow back there, and it's just thinned out over the years and just like malnourished. If you're living on dead homeless, guys, like you're not exactly going to be getting your vitamins and minerals. And then we have a Ghouls and Ghoulettes, just a fun little video to show you guys some behind the scenes photos that are starting to emerge. And if there's more behind the scenes photos that come out that are worthy of talking about, I definitely want to do another video, because I love breaking down this stuff. I love talking about it, and it's just fun and amazing to see the hard and beautiful work that goes into not just the makeup, the costumes, but you know, the props, the appliances, everything. I really want to see what the dummy looks like for Willie the Kid. Like if they do a behind the scenes of when they started it, painting it, and then dressing it for the actual shot of when Corey slams his head down on the turntable. Oh, chef's kiss. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I am still waiting for my Tots Ends mask. So I've got the tracking here. The fucking thing was shipped out September 15 from Nightmare Toys, and it's no problem on Nightmare Toys' part. It's just the shipping company. So shipment processed at carrier facility here in Sydney on October 12th, and that was the last time it was tracked. And it's now the 17th. I'm off to Canada in a week, and I want this thing to get here. I want to do an unboxing, I want to do a size comparison to the Kills mask, and then I don't know if I'm going to get time to do a custom collectible on it before I leave. If worst comes to worst, I'm just going to have to wait till I get back from Canada. I'm back on the 2nd of November. It's annoying, everyone's getting their Ends mask, and they look so good out of the box, fresh out of the store. It seems like Tots have really upped their paintwork. Guys, wherever you are in the world, please have yourselves an absolute cracker of a day. I hope you're well, hope you're happy, be merry, be silly, and until next time, Ghouls and Ghoulettes, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.